The views expressed are not necessarily those of KSCJ and Powell Broadcasting Company. This program is not intended to replace the advice of doctors or other clinical providers. Consult with your practitioner to ensure the proper course of action for you.
Welcome to When Things Aren't Going Well on AM 1360, FM 94.9 KSCJ. This program is dedicated to your mental health wellness and brought to you by Family Services, a United Way partner agency. Here's your host, Art Silva.
Good morning, Siouxland, and welcome to When Things Aren't Going Well. This show is dedicated to your mental wellness and hope to educate and help you navigate your path to wellness. We will share information on various mental health topics as well as where to go to get help. I'm Art Silva, and our show is brought to you by Family Services, a United Way partner agency serving the Siouxland community. Let me introduce my co-host, Brenda Geisinger, the Chief Operating Officer of Boys and Girls Home and Family Services. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning.
How you living?
Living the dream as always.
All right. You know, something that all nonprofits must do is to raise money. The saying goes, no cash, no mission. Today, we are pleased to have two guests who will help us in that area. Brenda, would you please introduce our guests in today's topic?
I would love to. So we are going to talk about art and the wonderful, beautiful things that can happen with art and a fundraiser that we're doing for the Boys and Girls Home. Our guests today are John Gee, Richard, sorry.
Close. Good.
And also Jill Miller. Jill Miller has been a board member for the Boys and Girls Home, and you may know her in the community as a songwriter and singer and just a phenomenal person. So we are here today to talk about the fundraiser we're doing with the organization Art SUX, or as some people like to say, Art Sucks. Sorry, Art. But we're going to talk about that and all the wonderful stuff.
Well, we'll say good morning to Amy. We just had a little greeting for you and Brenda announcing your agency. So good morning, Jill. Good morning, Jean-Guy.
Good morning.
And welcome. Jean-Guy, I must say, Richard, I grew up in New England, and if I slip and call you Maurice or the Rocket, you'll understand why. He was a great hockey player.
Well, my brother is called Maurice. So.
Okay, you got it then. You got it covered.
That's
all right. Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the big fundraiser coming up. It's our first time. Let's get to know you a little better. So give us a little information on both of your backgrounds, please. Jill, do you want to go first?
Well, sure. I'm born and raised in Sioux City, never left. Travel a lot, but this is still home, and been doing music full-time for about 18 years now. Quit my real job.
Beautiful music.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So just travel a lot and just get involved with things that I love, that I'm passionate about. And I was asked to be on the Boys and Girls Home board and said yes, because I knew a little bit about what you guys do, but I knew it was for kids, and I loved the people on the board that I knew, so said yes, and have been excited to partner with you guys and try to come up with a new idea. I get passionate, I get over-involved sometimes, but I need to learn to say no, but I'm excited about this fundraiser. We wanted to just try something new, and I think I express myself through music, and art is a great way for kids, especially, and adults, to express themselves, especially when they're having some emotional issues they want to work through.
Well, Jill, we're glad to have you. You've been a big influence on the Boys and Girls Home. I want to give a shout-out to Tony Olson, who couldn't be here today.
Yes.
Tony Olson, Jill, and Danielle Gutierrez form a committee for us at Boys and Girls Home, and they come up with this new idea, the fundraiser, and I'm very excited about it. And so, Jean-Guy, let's find a little more about you.
Well, I was not born in Sioux City. I was obviously with a name like that. I was born on the eastern seaboard of Canada in New Brunswick. And what I did is that I immigrated to the U.S. in 1979 and kind of wandered around California and wandered around in the Northwest. And then I got a job at a little company called Gateway Computers. And as an illustrator and a graphic artist, and of course Gateway Computers went somewhere else, but we stayed in and started a company called D2 with Tony Olson. And what I did on the side is did a lot of painting and did a lot of fine arts to kind of like just round the edges, and that's it.
Well, I'll tell you, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
And I got to tell you, let's talk about the fundraiser. The purpose, obviously, is to raise money, but also we'd like to get introduced, Boys and Girls Home, to the artist community. Yes. And because, as you've said, art is so good, our kids demonstrate that. Brenda, what do our kids do with art?
I think art is a very safe way for kids to sometimes express their thoughts or feelings that they're struggling to find words to get out. They can also experience some great joy and put that on paper or create things with materials. And it's just another outlet for them to say their thoughts and feelings. And it's really helpful in communicating what's going on in the inside and help share that with others. It's also a good bridge for adults to connect with kids. You can have some wonderful conversations looking at a piece of art and dialoguing, what are you thinking? What does this mean? How do you feel? This is awesome, and really connect with kids through art.
Kids have had their art on display, and we've had some very talented kids. And
absolutely,
they are
yes.
really, really good at art, and so we'd like to keep that in the program. In our new building that we're building, we're going to have an art classroom for them, completely with sinks and everything that they need, and get into it. The communication piece. As we talk about spending some time, that's the perfect environment when you're just kind of there creating and your thoughts come out and you start talking. You just feel like you're in a safe spot. And our kids really do well with that. You want to talk about, Jean-Guy, any of some of the artists involved?
What I can do is I can give you a little history of where Art SUX or Art
sounds great. From. Please.
We started off in the Ho-Chunk building in 2019. And it was a group of 9 people. And while this was happening, Matt and Amy Thompson bought the old Carlton place. And then they started renovating it. And by the summer of 2021, I guess, we moved there. And it's 515 4th Street. 2 floors for arts. And we've been there for the rest of since then. And what's happening is that we have two or three places like Hardline Coffee Company. We're going to have another a retail place, and we have Art Sucks for Kids, which is Saturday mornings. We grab a bunch of kids and then we show them how to do different types of art. So
great. I go back to my art education, Western civilization. I could draw circles, and kind of stuff like that, but I have a very limited art involvement. I'm Art Silva, and along with Brenda Geisinger, and we are talking about the upcoming fundraiser that will be good for your mental wellness. Let's move on. Do you want to get into any details of the event, Jill? What were
yes.
some of the specifics?
I'm super excited. Number one, when we met with the art group there, so it's filled with everyone. All the artists had their own little galleries, so they display their art there. And I was amazed as I walked through. And Tony and I had a meeting with them, with the artists. Most of them were there, and they were just so excited to partner with us. So we're gonna be raising funds in a lot of different ways. Some of the artists are donating their pieces. 100% will go to the Boys and Girls Home, and they're beautiful pieces.
Wow,
it's really appreciated. And then some are going to be at 50%, but everything sold that night will be going to the Boys and Girls Home at either 100% level or 50% level.
Well, all we need is the community to come out and help support this, because this sounds absolutely fantastic.
And we're going to have a little food, wine and beer and hors d'oeuvres. We're going to have a little jazz band playing, and then we're also going to have ways for people to create art themselves. There's a really new, fascinating type of art. It's a healing art called neurographic art that Paula Crandall leads. She'll be leading classes in that, so they'll have a chance to do that and also just make a fun piece of art to take home. So the people that come can participate in art as well as buy art.
Well, this is so special and unique. Brenda, I know you've been down to Art XUS. What's your impression?
I think it's just a fabulous area for people to look at different art styles. There isn't just one kind of artist theme there. You can go there and there is something for anyone to appreciate and enjoy. I was amazed at how big the place was. There's 24 artists there. When you first walk in, the depth of the building just allows all this art to be there. It's very inviting and positive energy and very welcoming of the artists. When they see you, they help answer questions if you have them, or just let you sit and enjoy and admire their work. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you. We're coming up on our break, so continue your morning chill. We'll be right back with more of When Things Aren't Going Well, right here on 1360 AM, 94.9 FM, KSCJ.
Let's face it, that happens to all of us. However, the pandemic has compounded all of our lives and activities. Even the simplest tasks seem harder. Hi, I'm Brenda Geisinger, the Chief Operating Officer at the Boys and Girls Home and Family Services. Family Services is a United Way partner agency serving children and families of our community, and we're here to help. If you'd like to learn more about Family Services, please contact us via email, website, Facebook, or phone Mary Pickens. At Family Services, we change lives.
Welcome back to When Things Aren't Going Well on KSCJ. Here's Art Silva.
Welcome back to When Things Aren't Going Well. I'm Art Silva along with Brenda Geisinger and our guests Jill Miller and Jean-Guy Richard as we talk about Art SUX, the upcoming fundraiser to help Boys and Girls Home. Brenda, we talked about our kids in our class. What history have we had with our kids in teaching art? I know we've had an instructor come over at one time, and where are we right now with an art program?
So currently, we let kids just express themselves. Sometimes we work with Iowa Extension, and they come in and do an art project with our kids. But we encourage kids to use art anytime and every time that we can, so they really have an opportunity to start expressing their emotions in a way for us to help communicate with them. So we do painting, we do some clay projects, we go outside and grab some nature items, whether it's leaves and sticks, and make things. It's just never ending.
Well, I'll tell you, they like it. It's an exciting time for us. So let's go back to the fundraiser. Jill, Jean-Guy, you want to give us some more details on it, the date, and what they can do to get tickets? Because tickets are available right now.
Yes, they are.
I'll give that to you, Jill.
All right. Well, the date is May 11th. It's going to be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Tickets are $50 a person, and with that, you're going to get beer, wine, and hors d'oeuvres. And you can browse the artwork. There'll be all kinds the activities we talked about. There's also going to be a live art piece that you can participate in. We'll have some music. Bruce Miller is going to be our MC.
Wonderful.
I just saw Bruce when we came in here. He's my old pal. Yeah, we always say he's my brother from another mother. So
he's a great guy.
He's a great guy. So it's just going to be a fun night, no pressure, just something really relaxing. And John G is the signature piece. Do you want to tell him about that?
Yeah, I created a signature piece called Warm Heart, Cold Places, and it's
beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It's about a figure that's holding on to their heart, more like a protection thing. And all around it, there's some cold hearts or rocks or something like that. And it's basically trying to just make sure that you're protected, make sure that you're loved, and I'm hoping that translates well for the event.
Well, that fits right into our kids' curriculum. We had a client who was tremendously talented in art. She did our Christmas card a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
And so we have that there. And when you described it, it sounded like the kids talking. When you put the stones around it. Right. This is something that people can sit back, relax, and let their own inner self come out. Right. How do you interpret it? What do you see? And that's the joy of art.
Yes.
When people say, what do? You just tell them, you're seeing things, you look at it differently, you keep seeing different things. And it means to you. So,
sure.
Jill, go on with the event.
Well, we're excited too because people have an opportunity. If just say you come and you don't like any of the art or it doesn't speak to you or whatever, which I can't imagine.
That's impossible.
That's impossible. But let's just say that you don't have a space or whatever. There's lots of other ways for people to give. We're going to have art baskets that people can sponsor. One art basket at $100, one at $250. So we're going to have that opportunity. So that will be a way for people to give directly to the kids and their art. And as I said, there'll be the live painting. There'll also be obviously just outright donations. But I love that. I think there's going to be something for for everyone there. And people can get tickets right now. They can go to bidpal.net/art for the Heart, which is the name of this event. Our overriding name is Art for the Heart, and they can get their tickets today. We're hoping to sell out that. Well, we don't know what sold out is. We can fit a lot of people in there, so we're hoping we just have a lot of people enjoying art and helping kids at the same time.
Well, it's really nice we get a chance to network also.
Yes.
You meet new people. It's a very calming. It's not a divisive thing where you go and you're going to argue and talk. No, it's art, and everybody's right. When you come and you look at that, there's nobody wrong. And so I'm really excited about this. And coming in May, May is Mental Health Month.
Yes.
So we really appreciate your help with this fundraiser. Looking forward to meeting a lot of the new artists in town and looking at their work.
Right, and that's what we thought. It's going to be a win-win for everyone because this will introduce the artists that a lot of people don't know about. I had no idea we had this many great artists, and also then introduce them to what we do.
Yeah, we really worked hard to make sure that we have a diverse amount of arts, and that's a credit to Amy because we're not just all painters. We have sculptors, we have multimedia people, we have photographers. And we have anything and everything for anyone's taste, So we have 24 artists. So
Youngie, could you talk more a little bit about Amy? We've mentioned Amy a couple of times. Let's introduce Amy to our listening audience.
Well, Amy is also an artist, and she has a studio up there. And she had a dream of trying to start a kind of an art colony / multi-purpose studio in Sioux City. And after a few problems trying to get a location, they found this location. This location was a lot of work. Her and her husband worked really hard to get this going. She's an abstract artist. She's also a writer. And I think she works for a magazine. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's the Siouxland Women. Yes. Thank you. And she's kind of a force of nature, actually.
I was going to say, she is a force of nature. She has so much energy.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
You just want to come to just meet Amy and talk to her.
You just get tired just being around.
She's awesome.
Amy, looking forward to meeting you, and thank you, because it always takes somebody with a vision.
Yep.
And that's a great use of the building. Mm-hmm. It's a great spot downtown. So it's the old Carlton's building. So Siouxland has an art place for you all to go to in addition to the art center.
Yes.
So it's just a wonderful support of the arts in the community. Thank you. We're coming up on the end of our show, and each week we try to provide a little humor for your mental wellness. So here's our weekly joke. We'll keep it in the theme of art. Whenever my artistic girlfriend is sad, I let her draw things on my body. Yesterday, I gave her a shoulder to crayon.
That's so
thanks,
bad.
Brenda. Thank you, Jill, and thanks, Jean-Guy, and also thanks to our listening audience. I want to give a shout-out this week to Dave Bernstein and the Saturday in the Park crew for an outstanding lineup for this year's annual event on July 1st. I still have to pinch myself and realize that Earth, Wind & Fire is coming to Sioux City. Do you remember the 20? No, okay, fine. Go see Earth, Wind & Fire. This is huge. Thanks, Dave and staff, for continuing this annual event, for the perseverance in signing Earth, Wind & Fire. Send Dave a note of thanks, or better yet, become a sponsor. Don't forget to visit the new and improved Stuffed Boutique. New stuff arriving daily. Come on in and check us out. Calling all teachers. Boys and Girls Home and Family Services hiring teachers for the upcoming school year. Smaller class sizes, 20-hour week. We're looking at team teaching, and an aide in every classroom. If you're interested, please contact our HR manager at 712-293-4700. When things aren't going well, we'll be back next Saturday morning at 7 a.m. right here on 1360 AM, 94.9 FM, KSCJ, when our topic will be an update on the new Ginny Peterson Behavioral Health Campus. Don't forget to do your homework this week. Go out and have a good laugh. It's good for your soul. Have a great week, and may the sun shine on you.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
For more information on the services provided by Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, see them online at boysandgirlshomeiowa.org. Or you can call 712-293-4700 to get more information about family services, residential treatment, the Opportunity School, the Siouxland Family Center, and more. At Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, we change lives. We change lives. We change lives.